Good morning and welcome to the retirement recap for Tuesday, April 28th. With me is our Chief Investment Officer, Rob Milas, and Jennifer Sahadi, our Director of Education. If you notice, we didn't do a retirement recap yesterday, and we're changing the schedule a little bit. So we're going to have 2 a week, mostly on Tuesdays and definitely on Fridays. And then we're going to create another video during the week of longer content. So details to follow, but just wanted to let everybody know. And enough of the housekeeping. Rob, let's talk about the great day we had yesterday, and it looks like more green this morning.
Yeah, it seems like green is in charge. Spring is springing. So the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ hit 7-week highs yesterday, and as you said, the futures are looking green again. So the big move, though, yesterday was in small caps. They really popped. So the large caps were up 1.5%, but the small caps, the Russell 2000, was up nearly 4% yesterday, Rich. So great news in that section that has been kind of the laggard in this rebound. Investors were really excited about this slow rollback of the social distancing, and it showed in the marketplace. And it also showed in the VIX, which is down at 33, and we keep talking about it being stubbornly in the 40s. Well, it broke below that on Friday and continued that yesterday. So we're at 33 at the end of yesterday. So as we look forward through the rest of the week, we're really looking at the tech giants, all starting to report. So we're going to have Alphabet, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, and Apple report this week. That's going to go a long way to telling us where technology is going, the leader in the market over the last 10 years. And so it's going to be a real bellwether as to, what might be in store for us coming forward.
Thanks, Rob. And, it's amazing. Those tech stocks, those tech giant stocks make up, like, in terms of capitalization, like almost half of the S&P. So it's pretty wild. So you're right. That's a big litmus test for later this week. So Jennifer, I'm going to turn it over to you. You have some great information about a number of topics, but one of them is the second version of the PPP. So take it away.
Thank you so much, Rich. And thank you to Rob. As the markets look up, other people are still looking for funding and a little bit of a helping hand. The PPP program we've spoken about a lot. It ran out of money in its first round of income. So they initiated a second round of funding that started being released yesterday. Some of the issues is that there was still a backlog from the original requests. So people who were requesting money this week were told that they already had lots of applications in the backload. Another issue, and something we had talked about, was who is getting this funding didn't change. There were no additional restrictions, which to me is problematic. They really should have looked at that before sending more money out and releasing that, but we have what we have. The PPP program isn't the only one facing a little bit of a struggle. If you look through what's happening with states are also running into some issues. States are funded by taxes, like the rest of the government, and when business is slow, taxes are also slow. So states are really struggling to fund their pensions, their schools, their day-to-day budgets, and there isn't really a solution for them. So as much as the average American is struggling with their stimulus payment and the small businesses are struggling with their rounds of funding through the SBA, state governments have nothing at all. The Senate Majority Leader has suggested bankruptcy. Quick problems with that. Number one, bankruptcy does have an impact on your ability for credit in the future. So a place most people don't want to go. And two, states can't technically declare bankruptcy. So we'll have to follow more closely on that. Those are some really important things happening in the market, but I think we saved the most important thing happening right now for you, Rich.
Thanks so much. Before that, on that PPP program, also, in addition to no restrictions, the system crashed yesterday. So it's amazing that they didn't learn really from any of their mistakes. But you're right. We're going to try and end on here on a lighter note. So being in New England and mostly everyone at Alpha being New England Patriots fans, it's always good to take a run at Roger Goodell whenever you get the chance. So the 2020 draft was last week into the weekend. And the draft kicked off with Roger Goodell in his basement. And you have to check this article out. It's worth the read on USA Today. They list a bunch of comments that Roger got on Twitter, and they're absolutely hilarious. I'll just give you two. Roger Goodell, by the way, who makes about $30 million a year. The first is, looks like the 2020 draft is being kicked off from Roger's basement. and the other, Roger's Basement, looks like a showcase showdown from The Price is Right. So, someone who makes $30 million a year really did not take, a lot of pride in making his man cave anything desirable. So thanks so much. We'll see you at the very least on Friday, but look for other content on our Twitter and LinkedIn throughout the week. Thanks so much.